What's up, everyone? Shoe Booty Sports coming at you Tuesday night. We were off last week. We are back this week, Super Bowl week. I'm Graham Powell on this screen. That's Bradley on the other. Say what's popping, Bradley.
What is happening?
A few things here and there, but y'all know the drill. Before we get going, we're going to give a quick shout out to our sponsor. Shoe Booty Sports is presented by Rhino Races. Rhino Races is a virtual race series that offers five different races: a 5K, 10K, half marathon, a marathon, and the one of a kind Rhino Ultra. You can sign up for one or all five of their races at rhinoraces.com. Run your race at your convenience, track it with your fitness app of choice, screenshot your results as proof of completion. Submit that screenshot to rhinoraces.com under the submit results section. Once your results are verified by Rhino Races staff, your award will be shipped to you by mail. Also, check out their gear section while you're there for t shirts, wristbands, decals, and more. That's rhinoraces.com. Rhino Races is the premier virtual running series. You can find us, Shoe Booty Sports, on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on X at Shoe Booty Sports. It is Super Bowl Sunday. We'll get to that in a little bit, though. It
And Pro
is.
Bowl week. Come on. Can't forget
Oh,
about the Pro Bowl.
wasn't that supposed to happen tonight or something? I saw something they're going to do it during the week. Maybe I just saw that, but I want to say it
Thought
was
it-
for
I-
like Tuesday night.
yeah, I thought something was going to happen tonight, but having their flag football or tug of war, finger painting, or whatever the heck they do nowadays. Um, yeah, I think it's supposed to happen tonight, but I'm not sure.
I
If it
haven't
is
seen it.
on tonight, will you be tuning in? Tuning in?
No, absolutely not. There
Of
could
course.
be there could be nothing else on tonight, and I could have nothing to do, and I still think I would just watch something else. I'd be like, okay, I need to watch the season finale of The Boys finally, or just anything else other than what they're doing. I have not watched the Pro Bowl in years, like anything related to it associated with it. I haven't watched. The last Pro Bowl I watched, I couldn't even tell you what year it was. It had to be 5, 6 years ago, and it was two hand touch. I mean, they were playing a football game, and they were in full pads, but it was a joke. And like they were wrapping each other up, just letting them run for 20 yards, and then they'd wrap them up, and then they'd blow the whistle. It was an absolute joke and snooze fest. And I was like, I'm not putting my eyeballs on this. This is stupid. And I changed the channel, and I've not been back since. It's a mess, and it's
If you
only
needed
gotten
a
worse.
Yeah. Say if you needed an additional sign on why it's a joke, a complete and utter joke and doesn't mean anything serious anymore, is that Shador Sanders is a Pro Bowl quarterback now. The guy threw four more interceptions than touchdowns. Didn't even hit the double digit mark in touchdowns, but he did in interceptions.
Six
And that
touchdowns to
guy's a
six
what's that?
touchdowns, 6 touchdowns to 10 interceptions were his numbers this season.
Yes.
And
Yep.
he only started a handful of games.
And that's a Pro Bowl quarterback apparently, and I'm sure he got a fat bonus for not really making the Pro Bowl, but making the Pro Bowl.
He got selected over Trevor Lawrence. Over
And
Trevor Lawrence.
how do you even accept that?
I don't know. As big of a joke as the Pro Bowl has been in recent years, though, it used to mean something for somebody to make the Pro Bowl. It was
Yeah.
played. It was played after the Super Bowl, the week after the Super Bowl. It was your last like hit of football for a while. So I often tuned in back when it was a they actually played football, and the best players showed up. You know, it was a big deal to go to the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
And like if you went to the Super Bowl, then you most likely didn't go to the Pro Bowl. But you made an exception for those guys. But everybody else showed up and played. Now then it went down a trend of guys just not wanting to go play. Some cases you understood it. Tom Brady getting up there in age, like, yeah, I don't want to go do that.
Yeah.
Uh, and so guys would just sit out purposely. But that trickled down to everybody else to the point where they were adding the alternate, like it became Pro Bowl alternate, right? Like guys like I remember Kerry Collins being a name like when he was with the Titans that I remember first thinking, what is that guy doing in the Pro Bowl?
Yeah.
That was where it kind of started, and that's a while back, but that's just my first memory of being like, what is he doing there? And now it's now anybody can be named, and I wouldn't be surprised. Any player in the NFL could be named to the Pro Bowl, and I wouldn't be surprised.
Obviously, Shador Sanders got named to the Pro Bowl. Like,
That's got to be the worst selection, right?
god awful. I mean, what's the NFL trying to do? They're making a joke, a mockery of the Pro Bowl for the past, I don't know, I'd say close to 10 years. And obviously, the Hall of Fame does not mean anything anymore if you're not letting in the best coach of all time that will probably ever be. Not a first ballot Hall of Famer because of some prejudice or some made up deflate gate or anything else like that. Or made up
Let's
Spygate, which 32 out of 32 NFL teams were doing the whole time.
I'm 100% with you on Deflategate. That was the that was the most overblown story in probably sports history. They What does it matter how much air you have in your own football? You're still throwing a football.
Yeah. Your
You know,
defenders still have to defend that thrown football.
tackle the guy that has that football.
I mean, I could see if they were duct taping the football to the running back's hands every play. Yeah, that's a little bit cheating, but it's going to take time out of the play and everything else. I mean, there's obvious ways of cheating, and Deflategate just did not stack up.
No, it was ridiculous. It gave fans that didn't like the Patriots a reason to not like the Patriots. Like it gave them reason to gripe about the Patriots. See, they are cheaters, and it's like, what did they do? If you really dive into what they did, like okay, they had a little bit less air in their
And,
football.
and who brought up all these major complaints? There's basically one organization.
Yes, that got the
And
absolute brakes beat
did it
off of them
did
in
it
that game.
because they couldn't even sniff the same grass on the same field. Uh, but yes,
And that final score was like 45-7, I think, in the playoffs. I
all
remember
hey, they probably would have only scored 35 if they would have had properly inflated balls.
Yeah, maybe so. That's the thing, though. Why is that even a rule? It should be the quarterback. I mean, if you're a pitcher in Major League Baseball, if you don't like the feel of a certain ball, you throw it to the ump and you get another baseball. Right now, you can't
Yeah.
put like whatever they do. What's the thing? Vaseline on their
Some
cap or something.
Vaseline or some pine tar.
Yeah,
I mean, but you can pick up some dirt and rub some dirt on the ball if you don't like the feel. Maybe, get it roughed up a little bit.
and it's
But
still the same baseball. Like it's you're still
yeah,
playing with the same baseball. In football, the quarterback should really just have like okay, go to your equipment guy and say this is how much air I want in the ball so I can hold it and throw it all right. It shouldn't be a rule that it's okay. We need this exact amount of air in it. It was the most overblown sports story in history, as far as I'm concerned. It shouldn't matter what. Yeah, it shouldn't matter. I mean, you're playing with your own ball anyway. It's not like they're all playing with the same ball. Like Andrew Luck had to go and throw that ball also, and he was like, "No, I want more air in this." That's not how it was.
I'm
It's
impressed that you kept it singular and didn't do plural.
you're welcome. Anyway, let's go back to what you said while you brought it up, and I'm thinking about it. While I'm thinking about it, Bill Belichick, the greatest football coach ever, and probably will be ever. Do you believe that?
Let's see how long has NFL been around? He's been one. You think we're going to see another coach wins? You think we're going to see a coach win 7 or at least 6 Super Bowl rings?
Here's the thing. He won 6 as a head coach. He won 2 as a defensive coordinator. And he got a lot of credit for that defense that beat Buffalo, that high-powered Buffalo offense in the Super Bowl when he was the defensive coordinator with the Giants. Um, but we also see how he did with and without Tom Brady. When Tom Brady wasn't in the picture, he slowly moved his way out of New England. Things just progressively got worse, and then the wheels came off. He's gone. You insert Mike Vrabel, and all of a sudden the Patriots are back in the Super Bowl. Um, I think Tom Brady had. We always want. There was always that debate: is Brady a product of Belichick or vice versa? And I think most people thought Brady was more so a product of Belichick.
Yeah, plug him into a system and let him go.
Yeah, and what happened when Brady left? He went and won a Super Bowl at Tampa.
Yeah.
And the wheels came off in New England, and Belichick was gone. Belichick didn't do that well when he was a head coach with the Cleveland Browns. His head coaching record is not good when he didn't have
Who
Tom Brady as the
timeout?
quarterback.
Who does good at Cleveland?
Well, no one.
Okay.
But
Throw that argument out.
yeah, but keep the argument of how did Brady do or how did Belichick do when Brady left New England?
Go.
Didn't go well. I don't. I mean, he's a great defensive coach. He wasn't. He didn't draft. He didn't draft well at the end of his tenure with the Patriots. They didn't draft well. They didn't have really great free agent signees. I think he even went on record saying, "At this point in my career, I just want to coach the guys I want to coach."
I mean,
And
after you win that many Super Bowls, is it really going to mean the same thing? I mean, does your 50th birthday mean as much as your 30th birthday?
I think Brady. This is Brady's famous quote: "What's your favorite Super Bowl?" The next one.
Yeah.
Winning doesn't get old, man. Winning a championship doesn't get old. Um,
Well, you're hungry for it as a player because you know your window is going to close. As a head coach, your window just keeps open, especially if you've won 7 of them.
well, it didn't close. It closed for Belichick, and it's not going well at North Carolina. Now they went and got an offensive coordinator, Bobby Petrino. We'll see how that works out, but that hasn't
Well,
gone
my
well
guess
either.
is.
That's the thing; it hasn't gone well at North Carolina either for Belichick. I'm not going to say he's. I mean, statistically, of course, he's the best coach the NFL has seen. But do you think Bill Belichick is a better head coach than Nick Saban?
In the NFL, yes. You're talking two different sports, college football and
I
NFL
just mean
football.
I'm just talking about. I'm
Now college
talking a
football is the
football
same.
coach. I'm talking a football coach. If you're starting a football team, you taking Saban or you taking Belichick? Let's say prime both of them. Which one are you taking?
Am I playing in the NFL or am I playing in college?
It's a fair question because Saban was a terrific recruiter too. So he did
We,
excel more at the collegiate
how
level.
long did he last at Miami? A year and a half, if that. Was it even?
That's only because the University of Alabama job became open, and the trainer said, or the team doctor said, I wouldn't take a chance on Drew Brees. He just had shoulder surgery, so they passed on it.
That's a good
And he
call. Yeah.
said, you know what? They attached a cannon to that dude. He's going to be flinging it 5,000 yards a season for the next decade. I think Saban would have stuck around and would have done just fine at Miami.
Yeah.
So that's why that didn't last. It was a mediocre run, and then the University of Alabama job came open, and they were offering a buttload of money. Um,
What
I'll
was
just
his
say
record in the NFL?
I don't think Bill Belichick is the greatest football coach ever. I think he's
We'll
obviously
change it. Most decorated.
there. You go. Like there are guys that are just as good. I was okay. Did you get my text on the rise of the 49ers, which is playing on
Yes,
A?
I haven't watched it, but it's on my list.
I watched the first couple episodes just because I've had too much going on, and really good. It's really good so far.
Do
Uh,
you remember Saban's NFL record?
no, they went 9-7 one year when he was in Miami.
It's 15-17,
Okay,
sub
yeah,
500.
2 years. What was it the first year?
I don't know.
Well, I want to know that. I want to know that info. Did they get better? Did they get worse? That's important. Let's try to find that. But guys like Bill Walsh, completely turning the 49ers franchise around, them inventing the West Coast offense in Cincinnati. Wow, in Cincinnati. And then him adopting that in San Francisco, realizing, hey, I need to get a certain type of quarterback for this. Joe Montana was the guy he liked. That's who he drafted. And then kind of the rest was history. Uh, Andy Reid is arguably, I mean, he's in the conversation. I mean, three Super Bowls, terrific offensive mind. There are a lot of guys that I think are just as good as Belichick. I'm not going to say better, but just as good. But Belichick's defenses were always prepared. But I don't know. It's hard. Yeah, most decorated, sure. I don't know that he's the best coach ever. I'm just saying that.
Most decorated.
Most decorated. We'll go with that. Um,
Right.
but
He was not.
when
Saban
you
was
said
9-7.
best coach in history and ever will probably ever will be, I was like, I don't know.
On paper.
Yeah, 6 Super Bowls. It's hard to argue that. But Tom Brady had a whole lot to do with that, and those Patriots teams. Those Patriots teams were great teams.
Oh, they had all-time greats. They had Tom Brady. They had Gronk. I mean, shit, just those two alone can win you a damn Super Bowl.
Well, just the first dynasty run, just really, really good players, a really good team. Mike Vrabel, Teddy Bruschi, uh, drawing blanks on their receiver, Troy Vincent, uh, just really good, solid players all around. But Brady, yeah, made that team go.
Who was the starting? Who was the linebacker that first Super Bowl? Willis McGahee.
Willis McGahee, Willie McGinnis.
Willie McGinnis. Hey, I got the initials right. All right, that was
uh,
friggin'. That's before we were in high school. Right.
we were in high school then. I mean, we were underclassmen, but yeah.
Yep.
Um, really, really good team. Rodney Harrison. Gosh, I'm drawing blanks. I'd be kicking myself 15 years ago. Be like, how can you not? Ty Law. Ty Law. There's another one. Really good corner. I mean, those are some great teams, those early dynasty teams. Yeah, Belichick's up there. I'm not saying he's trash. I'm just saying, I don't know that he's hands down the greatest coach ever, but most decorated, absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. Other things to, all right. Well, let's talk about the Super Bowl, while we're at it. Um, yeah, Seattle. And who's the other team?
The old New England Patriots. It's they did a complete rebuild. Lose their first ballot Hall of Famer. Hopefully, we don't know now. And
That
Tom
is
Brady.
wild, by the way, an absolute
Yes.
travesty and joke. Uh, let's yeah, let's touch up on this while I'm still thinking about it. You're leaving the whole Hall of Fame thing. It's up to a bunch of writers. It's up to a bunch of
Yep.
sports writers, smug sports writers. Not all of them, but some of them. Certainly the ones that didn't vote for Belichick on this being his first year on the ballot for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. You don't have to like the guy. I can understand why you didn't like the guy. His press conferences, he was a jerk in the press conferences. Like, he wasn't a great interview.
Didn't
Honestly,
have to be.
I kind of got a kick out of it. If I were a reporter, I would have kind of gotten a kick out of it just to see what he was gonna say or not say. I mean, the on to Cincinnati thing. I mean, some of that was good stuff. you got to understand that you're going to be dealing with some difficult personalities that don't like dealing with the media. Some interviews are going to be great, some aren't. But to hold that against, like, you don't go by how you feel about him personally. You go by his accomplishments. What did they do on the field, or how did they do their job? Overall, Bill Belichick was spectacular. If anybody's a first ballot Hall of Famer, it's him. It's ridiculous to bring your personal feelings for him into the mix for deciding whether or not you should vote for him. That's a stain on you for not casting your vote yes for that. That's
They
crazy.
they made the stain bigger apparently as it came out today that Robert Kraft did not get voted in either. So there's obviously some Patriots bias, which I don't care about an owner getting in, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't care
Everybody's
about
making all the talking heads are making a big deal about it, so figured I'd mention it.
that. Yeah, so I don't really care about that either. He's a great owner.
Yeah, he spent his money really good. He's a great owner. He wrote those checks on time every week. Great owner.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
sure they do more than that. But in my head, that's all they do. They front the money to make the wheel turn.
there's more to it than that. You got to hire the right people. You got to hire the right people and put the right people in place to make sure your organization is set up for success. I mean, the New York Jets haven't done that. I mean,
Browns haven't done that.
who?
It's the Browns.
The Dallas Cowboys. I mean, you people would say Jerry's a good. Some would say Jerry's a good owner. He cares about his players, but he hasn't been smart about it. Robert Kraft has put the right people in place and said, basically, I mean, run this thing. Let's set ourselves up for success in the best way possible. He hires the right people to run things, and they do it. He knew when it was time to pull the plug on Belichick. He did. They eventually put Vrabel in place to replace him, and they're back in the Super Bowl. They're back on track. They're back to being a winning franchise.
Back to
Even
being that annoying winning franchise. Yes, they are.
even before even before the Brady years, they got there in 97. I think it was 97. Of course, they lost to the Packers.
Yeah.
That I mean, that really good Green Bay Packers team, Brett Favre and company. But they got there. You know, it's a well run organization. There's more to it than just writing checks.
I know, but that's why I said in my head, that's all they do. I know they do more than that. You got to make the right hires.
Yeah, well, just regionally, compare the New England Patriots franchise to the New York Jets franchise and how it's been run in the last 50 years. And yeah, one's a pretty damn good owner. The
The
other
other
is
ones,
arguably the worst.
yes,
Yeah, and going back to Dallas and company, that's an owner that can't get out of his own way. He had it made. He hired the right people to build success with the organization, three Super Bowls, and then he said his ego got too big. He wasn't getting enough attention, and he was at odds with Jimmy Johnson, and then kicked him to the curb. Had it had things the
yeah,
way that they
had it.
should be, and then just threw it away. He let his ego get in the way. Robert Kraft hasn't done that. It's reported that Robert Kraft couldn't stand Belichick for a long time, but he was smart enough to know, hey, this guy's a big reason why we're here in this position. I'm not gonna get in the way. I'm not gonna let my personal feelings get in the way of success. He didn't do that, and then when they stopped having success, it was like, okay, well, now it's time to go, make a move, and he did that. So yeah, if you're going to have a Hall of Fame owner, Robert Kraft is as deserving as anyone. But I don't really care about an owner getting in the Hall of Fame.
Me neither.
That's not a concern for me. Okay, let's go to the Super Bowl itself. Seattle, New England. Seattle, I think I saw is the betting favorite, a 4.5 point favorite, at least as of this morning when I checked. I think that's
Yeah.
pretty spot on as far as where it should be, the betting line, because I don't know if I'd take the over or under. I think New England has a real chance, and we can break that down, but I think that's kind of right where the money line would be. I'm picking Seattle to win the game. I don't know about how much. I think it could be a 3 point game. I think it could be a 7 point game. I think it's going to be close. I don't think it'll be a blowout. What do you think?
I do think it will be close. I don't know if I see it being like a 4.5 point game, though. I think it's going to be a full seven differential on that one. 45 and a half points. I don't know, man. I don't know.
You would
But
take
that
the under before you
defense,
take the over.
yeah. But I could see this since everybody's going to jump on that under. This is probably going to be like a 35-28 game or something, just because everybody's going to jump on the over. There's going to be some mysterious pass interference calls that down deep to bring whoever's behind back into it. It's I don't know. Something's going to be fishy about it.
I
Something's
hope
always fishy about the Super Bowls.
I hope not. Uh, where's the game being played?
In San Francisco.
Okay, so we should get some good weather. I don't know. Those are two really good defenses. Arguably, the two best defenses in the league are going at it Sunday.
Oh.
Um, I would pick Seattle. I don't know. I can't say if you're going to hold my feet to the fire. I would actually. Oh gosh, I guess I would take the over, but I don't feel good about that. I think it would be 7 points max, but I think it could very well be a 3 point game, a 3 4 point game. I would pick Seattle just as a team. Darnold looked really good in the NFC Championship game. Played really well. I mean, Matt, if anybody could beat Seattle that Sunday, it was Matt Stafford and the Rams. But Darnold played great. He had a great game, and I think Seattle's the best team. But I mean, New England's really good. There is a chance they can get it. Probably the only reason New England's here is because Bo Nix got hurt, right?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, yeah, if you barely lost with your backup QB that hadn't played in 2 years, um, yeah, I think your starting QB that was hot at the end of the last half of the season, he's gonna take it to the promised land in that scenario.
Yeah, I didn't think New England would blow the Broncos out though, even without Bo Nix, just because they didn't have to. Stidham had that one really good drive, and then after that, it was all downhill. It was just complete trash after that. It was to me that was similar to when Alabama played Texas in the national championship game in like 2009 or uh, yeah, I want to say it was like 2009, right when Colt McCoy got hurt on like the first drive of the game, and then he was silent. He was done. He hurt his shoulder. He was done the rest of the game, and Texas was playing with a backup. So Alabama's strategy shifted. They said, okay, we don't have to be as aggressive offensively. We just basically just don't have to lose it. We can do enough to get it done. There's more to it than that, but I'm just speaking it in simpler
Yeah,
terms. it, they knew they didn't have to do as much offensively because they were going against a backup quarterback instead of the Heisman Trophy candidate that Texas did have a quarterback. That was a similar situation to me when Bo Nix wasn't playing. They were like, okay, we don't have to do as much with Jarrett Stidham at quarterback as we would have if Bo Nix were healthy and playing. So I didn't put too much stock into that, but you could sir, the Broncos probably would have won that game with Bo Nix as the starter. But
yeah.
the only thing I look at it and say, I mean, they're both really well coached teams, both really good defenses. I think Seattle's roster, top to bottom, is better. I think they do have the better team. But I'm taking Drake May over Sam Darnold. If I'm looking at the two quarterbacks, give me Drake May. There's a much higher ceiling there than there is with Sam Darnold. This is the best we've seen from Sam Darnold. I think this is the best we're going to get. But that can be enough. I mean, you can win a Super Bowl with Sam Darnold at quarterback if the team's right. But Drake May can make a difference. He can make a difference in your team. So I would, if New England can get it done, it'll be through Drake May. I mean, we'll have to see something possibly legendary out of him. Maybe not, but that would be the one way I could see the Patriots getting an edge is just at the quarterback spot. But I'm still taking Seattle. I think Sam Darnold has figured it out. It took him a while.
Yeah, with as many sacks as the Patriots have given up in the playoffs, and with teams not even really blitzing, they're just rushing for. I don't think they stand a chance against the Seattle defense.
Yeah, but I think New England can affect Sam Darnold too.
Oh yeah, they will. But I'm thinking Seattle's going to affect May more than Patriots are going to affect Darnold.
It's possible. We'll see. I mean, I've got Seattle. Sounds like you do too, right?
Yes,
All right, well, let's do a
I've
score.
got Seattle by 7.
Okay, well, let's
So,
do a score prediction then, just for S's and gigs. I'll let you
uh,
go first. What score are you going with?
I'll go 28-21.
That's a good score. That's a pretty good score. I'm gonna go.
With a very slow first half, with some fireworks mixed in the third quarter.
You know what? I'm gonna go 27-23. So I said earlier 7 point game. I'm gonna retract that. I'm gonna go
Getting the
27.
kickers involved, I like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 26 because they're both really good defenses. So
Yes.
we could see a lot of field goals. I'm gonna go 27-23 Seattle. But I could also see that being, flipped
Yeah.
in New England's favor. But I'll take Seattle. I do think it'll be a close game. I think it's going to be a good game. I'm really looking forward to it. Um, that's going to be a busy day for me. I had a
What color
marathon.
Gatorade you got?
Color Gatorade do I have?
Yeah, for that's one of the most popular prop bets of the Super Bowl is what color Gatorade is splashed on the coach at the end of the game? Red, blue, or yellow? Blue and red have the highest odds.
I don't think it'll be red. I think it'd be blue or yellow. I'm gonna go yellow.
I'm gonna go yellow too, dude. Maybe that's what I'd reach for first, just because I like the lemon lime. I don't know. I've had plenty of red Gatorade. I've had plenty of Gatorade in my life, but I reach for the lemon lime first if those are my only options.
I think you can just get lemon lime easier, like in bulk. Like you can get a lot of lemon lime in bulk.
Poor man's Gator.
Well, I'm not saying that I like lemon lime, but it's like the original Gatorade,
Yeah.
right? When you think of Gatorade, you kind of original Gatorade, you think of lemon lime. Like if I'm just picking a favorite, I'm going Cool Blue,
They don't even make my favorite anymore. So
which was what?
was just Riptide Rush.
I remember
The
the
purple.
name.
It was the purple. It's mixed berry.
Okay.
They kind of got it. They kind of got it now on the Hydro or the Gator Light flavor, but it's still not the same just because the Gator Light's a little bit thicker than normal Gatorade.
Do they still have Gatorade Frost, like Glacier Freeze?
Mm. I think Glacier Freeze is still there. I don't know if they call it Frost anymore.
They had a green one, like I don't even know the kind of green. But a frost, like it was a green one that I also liked. It was good. But all the frost were good. All the Gatorade was good. I loved Gatorade. Still love Gatorade.
Yes.
And I'm a Cool Blue guy when I get it now. I've I'll even get now. I don't get them in bulk. I don't get like the 8 pack like I do with Gatorade. But Prime, those hydration drinks are really good too. Have you had any of those?
Have you?
the ice pop is delicious. That's as good of as a hydration drink as I've had.
An
Like
ice
that,
pop is lemon lime and what strawberry and something else.
it's like those red,
A bomb
white, and
pop.
blue popsicles. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like that in drink form, but it's kind of spot on. I mean, it's delicious.
it's good. Yeah, I've had it.
They had another one. They have another one that I tried with it. It was a snow cone type. I don't remember the name of it, but that was the flavor. It was a some kind of snow cone flavor, and it was really good. Still like ice pop better, but the other one was good too. Those are the only two I've had. But you can't go wrong classic Gatorade. But yeah, I'm going lemon lime just because that's a pot. That's the easy one to get in bulk. So that's one that'll be on the sideline and that the
It's
players will
plus
drink.
280. It's plus 280.
Plus
So
that lemon lime, matches Seattle's colors a little bit. I think it'll be a good contrast to the blue jerseys that they're wearing with that type of color, on the numbers and stuff. Assuming that's
uh,
what colors they'll be wearing or the color scheme. But yeah, we both got Seattle. Sounds like. Um, we gave our score prediction, and before we get out of here, what'd you think of Arkansas and Kentucky Saturday?
uh yeah, I wasn't impressed.
I was impressed with Kentucky. Kentucky keeps getting better. They had a really bad start. Now they're also 6-3 in conference play. I think they've won six in a row actually in conference play. That's a better team than people are giving them credit for. Probably a top 25 team talent wise, but they wanted it more than Arkansas Saturday. Um,
I mean, Arkansas just rolled in and it's like, hey, we haven't lost here in over a year. We can just phone it in, and that's exactly what happened.
and poor free throw shooting has something to do with it too. But anyway, I hate to say it, but congrats, Kentucky. Arkansas got to do better. But we're
Got to
out of
get it figured
time.
out.
So, yeah, we're out of time. So we'll have to see y'all next time. But until then, I'm Grandpal.
Got the Brown.
Deuces, y'all.
Peace.